If you feel like you are blocked, like you can't access your emotions, like you can't access your ideas, your creativity, you don't feel connected to your desires and how you feel, then you most likely have experienced a lot of trauma in your life, or you've repressed your emotions because you didn't know how to deal with them or how to process them. And I used to think that in order to manifest the things that I wanted, the desires that I had, was to hustle towards them, was to work hard towards them, and that I had to have all these strategies figured out and I had to have all of these things in place, and that I just wasn't sticking long enough to a specific strategy to get it right. And I know a lot of people can stick to a strategy and follow it and get results, but even if you get results with a specific strategy, you will still have self-sabotaging behaviors because, oh my god, my cat is scratching her post. She's so funny. Even if you have all the strategies in the world, if you haven't regulated your nervous system to be able to receive everything that you desire and the things that you want, you will self-sabotage, or you will have these limiting beliefs that will stop you from pursuing the things that you want. You will have limiting beliefs telling you what you can or can't have, what people like you get to have, about your worth, about whether you're good enough or not, about imposter syndrome. You will literally have limiting beliefs about everything in your life, about expanding, about becoming the woman you want to be, about showing up in a certain way, about changing your identity, about having a certain level of income. You will literally have so many limiting beliefs, but all of these limiting beliefs melt away when you have a regulated nervous system. And when you have a regulated nervous system, you are able to take more aligned action that feels good for your body. Even if it is scary, even if it is out of your comfort zone, it doesn't feel as scary and it doesn't feel as forceful as when you have a regulated nervous system. When you have a regulated nervous system, these things almost flow. This is what people call being in a flow state. Things just come together. The universe conspires to bring your desires to life for you because you are open to receive them. But when you are in fight or flight and you don't have a regulated nervous system, you're fully dysregulated. You put up walls, you protect yourself, you close off your heart, and you're not open to life, you're not open to opportunities, you're not open to people. You're pretty much just closed off, protecting yourself. And that's understandable because I'm sure you had a reason to close your heart. You had a reason to close off from people and isolate. I did too. And it's not really easy, and you can go through a lot of pain in your body, you can have a lot of gut issues. It comes with a lot of baggage and it comes with a lot of pain. And the way through this is to process your emotions, is to regulate your nervous system, is to open up yourself and expand your capacity to feel good, expand your capacity to receive, expand your tolerance for stress. Because life, whether we like it or not, is always going to have stressful events attached that come with it. And we can't just control those events. What we try to do when we're in fight or flight, we try to control things so that way we don't have to deal with the stressful events. But that doesn't work because life is just like working against life pretty much. What we actually need to do is expand our capacity and our tolerance for stress and expand our capacity to feel good, so we can actually attract the things that we want into our lives, and so we can tolerate stress and expand our capacity to hold more. Because we can want a certain amount of money, we can want a certain amount of intimacy, love, and connection. We can want to be at a certain level in anything. But if we're not open to that, if we aren't capable of holding that energy that comes with having that thing, which I didn't understand before, you have to be able to hold the energy of whatever you're asking for and not just crumble and fall. This is how people self-sabotage. They crumble and fall in the face of whatever they ask for when they haven't regulated their nervous system. They haven't familiarized whatever they want in their body and in their nervous system. When your nervous system feels something that is unfamiliar, something that you haven't dealt with before, something that you haven't held before, because you haven't been training yourself and expanding, then your nervous system feels unsafe. And when your nervous system feels unsafe because it is experiencing all of these opportunities and expansions and love and connection as unfamiliar, which is unsafe for your nervous system, then this is how it starts to self-sabotage. So you have to literally expand your capacity to hold the things that you want, because just because you want them doesn't mean you get to have them and actually have the wisdom to maintain them. The wisdom comes with teaching your body and normalizing what you get to have in your body. It's funny because I've always wanted to live the life that I'm living now. And at the time when I first started working towards this, when I started kind of taking action towards it and shifting my identity and shifting my actions, there was so much force involved. There was so much like talking down to myself. There was so much judgment for not showing up the way I wanted to, because mentally I knew what I needed to do, which is let go of my limiting beliefs. Mentally, I knew what I needed to let go of, what wasn't serving me, but physically, I wasn't all there. All of me was not aligned. My heart, body, and soul were not all aligned. And when those are all aligned, this is when you take aligned action and when things just feel easy and things just flow. But because I was trying to force things, and I knew what made sense and I knew what to do, but my body wasn't on board. My body wasn't capable. My nervous system wasn't capable of holding what I was asking for. I self-sabotaged. Every time I would make a little bit of progress, I would start to self-sabotage. Every time I would make a little bit of progress in, let's say, being healthy and like going on my hot girl walks and like eating healthy and like being on this streak, I would sabotage in another area. I would stay up late and I would wake up late. And then I would start feeling tired for the rest of the day. And then maybe I would start to reward myself with like a crazy amount of desserts. And then that kind of one thing leads to another. Or I would do well in my fitness and then I would do pretty badly in my business. Or when I start to make some kind of progress in my business, then my relationship starts to suffer. And then when one area wasn't working out well, then I'd be like, oh my gosh, well, I can't show up in my business. Oh my God, well, I can't show up for myself and move my body because I'm not doing well in this area. And this means I'm not a good person. I'm not enough. I'm not worthy. And I would make up all these stories. When if I just regulated my nervous system and released the trauma, released the suppressed emotions, and I took aligned action instead of forcing myself to do things that didn't feel right for me in the moment, that didn't feel aligned, that felt forced, if I did that and met myself with like where I'm at, I would be way farther along. But I don't regret any of it because it brought me to where I'm at today. I feel like I'm the kind of person right now where I learned the hard way, or my past identity likes to learn the hard way. She likes to learn through experience. And I don't regret any of that because it brought me here and it helps me know the ins and outs so I can actually help you. If this is something that you struggle with, if you feel like you've tried everything and you know all the personal development in the world and you've read all the books and you've listened to all the podcasts and you're still struggling to release things from your body and you're still struggling with feeling good in your body, attracting the things that you desire, you know all this information but you don't know what to do with it, and you keep self-sabotaging, I can help guide you through that and help you activate that part of you that already knows what you need to do, knows the aligned action you need to take. You're not lost. You are just stuck and you are blocked by your repressed emotions. When you have a block from all of these emotions and traumas that you haven't processed, this limits your capacity to feel good in your body. Because you block out the good and the bad. You don't just have like a filter where you get to block only the bad. When you protect yourself and when you put up this wall, you shield yourself from the good and from the bad. And in order to take that wall down and help your body feel safe, help your body feel grounded, and to help you take aligned action that isn't coming from a place of fear, that isn't coming from fight or flight just to survive, You have to be able to take down this wall and regulate your nervous system and show your body safety. You can tell your body that you're safe all day long, but unless you show it safety, it is not going to feel safe. Your nervous system craves to be shown safety. It loves consistency. And when you do this, your nervous system learns to trust you, to feel safe, to open up, to allow love in, to give love to other people. And this is literally what we crave as humans. We crave love. We crave to give love and to receive love. And when that is blocked, life doesn't feel fulfilling. Life feels rigid. It doesn't feel like it's that exciting or that worth living. When I was living this way, my body was in so much pain. I felt so much pain in my body. I was constantly punishing myself psychologically and physically. Like my thoughts were affecting what I was feeling in my body, and I would literally be punishing myself physically to the point where I had chronic constant pain, and I was always on high alert, moving from one thing to the next. I don't know if it was noticeable to other people or not. Maybe you can even go back and watch my past videos and you can tell from the way that I speak, from the way that I held myself. But there was just this constant pain in my body, and I didn't feel like I could just speak freely, speak my mind, connect with people, share who I truly am without judgment, without caring what other people think. I didn't feel like I could do that until I regulated my nervous system, until I released all of those emotions that were blocking me from receiving the things that I want, from receiving love, from receiving joy, from receiving kindness, from receiving acceptance from myself and from other people. So I'm sharing all of this to show you that a lot of the time it is us who block ourselves. And you can do all the mental work in the world, and you can convince yourself into things like as much as possible, as much as humanly possible. But until you do the body work, until you actually integrate these lessons into your body and your body feels safe to receive the things that you want, you will not be able to get anywhere. And even if you do, you will end up self-sabotaging because you don't feel like you deserve it, because your body can't handle it, your nervous system can't handle it. And if you want more guidance in this area, this is what I've created this course to help you with. Healing your nervous system to become your dream woman. And you get access to this course for a lifetime, and I will be adding content to it as I go. Any new lessons that I include in there will be included as you have lifetime access. I literally got the idea for this course because of so much of what I went through. I share everything that has helped me, everything that I've learned from all the thousands of dollars that I've spent on other people's courses, learning this information, experimenting on myself, hours of my own time. I'm sharing all of that in this course with you. And if you want guidance in this, the link will be down below. And if you want one-on-one guidance, if you maybe go through the course, or maybe you just want to go straight to one-on-one guidance, I also offer mentorship. The link for that is also below. And if you have any questions or anything came up as I was speaking that you are wondering about, or you're curious to learn more about, leave it down below in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.